Hey Chelsea Peers, it's Emily Ann, and today we'll be doing a total body bar class. What you'll need is a mat, a sturdy chair, a set of 1 to 3 pound weights, a ball, and a glider. All right guys, let's go ahead and start with our heels together, toes apart, your feet are making a V shape. Let's make sure we got those light weights in our hands, 1 to 3 pounds. Then from here, we're gonna lift the shoulders up, bring them back up and forward. Another back up and forward, then 2 shoulder rolls forward, back and down. Forward, back and down. 2 shoulder rolls back, forward and down. Back, forward and down. Forward, back and down. Forward, back and down. 2 more to come forward. 2 more to go back. All right, keep that chest open. We're gonna draw the navel to the spine, then reach up to the top of your head. Let's go ahead and send your left arm forward, then bring your right arm directly out to your side into an L shape. We'll bend our knees, then straighten your legs, resist to bring your arms down. Reach the arms forward and out, and then right back down. Forward and out, and then right back down. Forward and out, and right back down. Let's go ahead and point your right foot forward, and then close it. Point that right foot forward, and then close it. Glide your right foot along the floor. 2 more. All right, this time we're gonna hold that tendu. Now sweep your leg out to the side. We're gonna switch our arms, close your legs, lower the arms. Leg front, leg side, and down. Leg front, leg side, and down. Feel your knuckles really reach away from you as your shoulder blades pull in the opposite direction, making sure your chest stays super open, neck stays super long. All right, 2 more like this. 1 more. Changing the tempo, we're gonna keep that right foot forward, send it out to the side, bring it forward, hold the plie, we're gonna close. Again, front, side, front, hold the plie, close. Front, side, front, hold that plie, close. So you're gonna start to feel some heat, not only in the tops of the shoulders, but also in your left quad, because it's holding that bend the entire time. Trying to keep those hips low. Front, side, front, down. 4 more. Front, side, front, and down. Just 3 can get those hips a little lower. Keeping the lift of the waistline. Lengthen your neck. 1 more. Front, side, front, and down. All right, let's go ahead and bring that right arm forward, left arm to the side. Then right back down. Add a plie. Bending both knees, and then lengthening your legs. 2 more. 1 more. All right, let's go ahead and hold this next plie. Point your left foot in front of you, then close your legs as you lower your arms. We do that again. Point and close. Deep bend in that right knee, then straighten both legs. Let's make sure both of the front of your hips are pointing forward still. Both the front of your shoulder points are pointing forward. We are perfectly square. How are the fronts and tops of your shoulders feeling? They should be feeling quite heated right now. Remember, you do always have that option to switch to a lighter set or ditch the weights entirely. The reason being I give you that option is because I want you to still find that lift in the body and lengthen your neck. Sometimes when we push ourselves too far, the shoulders start to creep up to your ears. This doesn't look good, right? Doesn't feel good either. So switch to those light set of weights if you need to. 3, 2, hold it. We're gonna sweep our leg out to the side, close the leg as you straighten the legs. We go. Front with the left leg, side with the left leg, close. Front, side, close. Front, side, close. Breathe in. See how far you can reach away with the knuckles. Press the shoulders down your back and send this left toe farther away from you as it makes that quarter semicircle. 2 more like this. All right, we're gonna hold that point forward with your left foot. Sweep it out to the side, right back in front of you. Hold the bend in your knees. Again, front, side, front, close. Front, side, front, close. Reach out with the knuckles. Lift up from your waistline. Press the shoulders away from your ears and allow that burn to continue in the shoulders and burn out in that right quad a bit more. 4 more. 4, 3, 2 more with these weights. 2, 1 more. And come out of it. Set these weights to the side. Goodbye to those weights. And let's go ahead and take our mat. We're gonna fully unfold it. And then from here, guys, go ahead and meet me down to your child's pose. So we're gonna start with our legs glued together. Point your feet, zip your ankles together. Send your arms forward. Slide the shoulder blades down your back. Reach forward to the crown of the head. I want you to feel your seat bones start to separate. So you're starting to arch your back as you send those palms forward. Then press down through your palms, hollow out the belly, tuck the tailbone, roll through your spine until you make it to a modified plank. We have a tricep push-up. Bend your arms, elbows are close to your side body, press up, then separate your seat bones. Send those arms forward. You're in your child's pose. Roll through your spine, modified plank. Bend, lengthen, separate your seat bones, reach back. Roll through, bend, lengthen, separate your seat bones, reach back. Hollow out the belly, squeeze the glutes, roll through, bend, lengthen, reach back. Now as you're doing your push-up, keep going at your speed. I just wanna talk through, if you're leading down with your belly, that compresses into your lower back body, that disengages your core. So when we bend our arms, the second you start to sink into the low back is the second you stop bending your arms. We pay attention to that range. Keep breathing. So connect the seat bones. Child's pose, separate the seat bones. 4 more. Press the floor down. 3 more. Just 2. 1 more. All right, we're gonna hold it. Zip those legs together. Come up to the balls of the feet. And from here, hold your high plank. Shoulders pull away from your ears. Tuck your tailbone under to find some length in your lower back. Now squeeze your low glutes together. Kind of like you're holding a quarter between your glutes and you don't want to let it go. Now reach forward for the crown of the head. As the crown of the head reaches forward, notice how your shoulders are right over your wrist. Feel the shoulder blades slide down your back body, flattening that upper back body. Let's go ahead and come right down to the forearms. Bend your knees, straighten. Bend your legs, straighten. Come up to your palms, bend your arms, pulse up and up. We got forearm, forearm, bend, reach, palm, palm, bend, lengthen, forearm, forearm, bend, reach, palm, palm, bend, lengthen, keep that going. Now if you need to, we can always come down to the knees the entire time. You could do a simple, just forearm plank hold. Then press up, then push the floor away. To advance, you stay up on the balls of the feet, and you continue to do that bend lengthen with the legs. 2 more sets. Up, bend lengthen. 1 more. Down, bend reach, press up, bend lengthen, hold. All right, zip your legs together if they came apart. Tuck your tailbone under, squeeze the glutes, keep those low abs lifted into the low back body. Long neck, pull those shoulder blades down your back, reach the crown of the head forward. 10 seconds, that's it. 9, 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Down to your knees, child's pose. Back to your heels, arms forward. Inhale deep. Sit back on your heels, roll up to your spine. Quickly, sit on your bum. I want you to reach around, grab a hold of your ball, and then we're gonna put that ball high between your upper inner thighs. Let's flex your feet. Toes up, hip width distance apart. Middle fingers face forward, right underneath your shoulders. Squeeze your ball, tuck your tailbone under and squeeze your tush. We're gonna lift our hips off the floor. Open up the chest, squeeze between the shoulder blades. Shift your shoulders behind the wrist. Hold it. Bend your arms. Push the floor away. A little quicker. Down and up. Down and up. Inhale, exhale. Now you guys keep going. I'm just gonna talk through a slight modification if this position tends to bother your wrists at all. So if it is, bring your booty down, put a little bit of weight in your glutes, try to keep a lot of weight still in your hands. That way, as you bend your arms, you can still press down through your palms with energy, activating the back side of your upper arm. 4 more, just 3, just 2. Now 1, whether you're on your bum or your bum is lifted, we're gonna keep those arms straight, reset. Open up the chest, squeeze your ball, squeeze that tush, bend your arms halfway down, now pulse up to the end. Little lift, lift, and if we can, get those hips higher, shoulder shift back, 10 seconds, that's it, 9, 8, keep breathing, show off that long neck, you got 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, booty down, long legs out in front of you, set that ball to the side, arms up, breathe, roll through your wrists and ankles, lengthen up, fold over, pull your toes back and drop your head, inhale deeply, and as you exhale, point through your feet, reach a little farther, then roll up through your spine. Cross your legs, pass your legs behind you, palms in front. Downward facing dog. We're just gonna open up that chest. Let your head hang. Bend your knees a little bit as you arch your back. Flatten out that low back as you press your heels to the floor. Then look at the spot between your hands. You're gonna walk or hop your feet up to your hands. I'll leave it up to you. I love to hop. I'm gonna go ahead and hop, soften in my knees. Roll up through your spine, head comes up last. Woo! All right, guys, we made it through warm up. We're gonna dive into thigh work. Here we go. All right, guys, so for thigh work, you need your ball, and we're gonna go ahead and grab our sturdy chair as well. So take your ball, place it high between your upper inner thighs, and let's face our chair. So look down at your feet. Your feet are just going to be your hip width distance apart, and all 10 toes face forward, so your feet are parallel. We'll go ahead and lightly stack your hands on top of the chair, bend your knees deeply, and then lift your heels. Send your heels down, squeezing your thighs on the ball, lift the heels back up. Heels down, heels up. Heels down, heels up. Now as we start to warm up the feet a bit more, finding that wrap in of your inner thighs, a squeeze of your glutes as you keep your pelvis neutral, I also want you to find that lift up of your waistline. Rib cage is gonna separate from the tops of your hips. We got 4 more. Just 3. Just 2. Now hold that high heel lift. Squeeze your ball a little tighter. Send your hips down a good 2 inches. This is the highest your hips are gonna go. Send your hips down 1 more inch, up only 1 inch. Down an inch, up an inch. Down an inch, up an inch. You keep going. So as you keep going with your heels high, your hips are barely going down an inch, barely coming up an inch. Just look at the placement between your knees and your ankles. All right? That space has to be the same. So depending on how large your ball is, maybe you're using a pillow, we wanna make sure after we find that max squeeze, that space that is then between your knees, adjust your feet. So the space between the ankle is the exact same. That's gonna protect your knees. So when your knees bend, they reach down the middle of your foot, keeping that perfect alignment, no knee pain. Little down, little up. Now as we start to squeeze that ball a little tighter, sometimes we tend to tighten up in the front of the hips. So make sure we're wrapping in those low abs, right? Like a pair of French doors, closing, lock shut below the belly button, and then lift from all sides of the waistline. 6 more, 5 more. We got 4, just 3, just 2. Hold your hips low. Hold that big squeeze of your inner thighs on the ball. Start to squeeze your lower glutes even tighter. Imagine that quarters between your butt cheeks again. Don't let it go. Tuck your tail between the legs. Scoop your pubic bone forward. Then bring your pelvis right back to neutral, holding that squeeze in the ball, holding the squeeze of your inner thighs. We tuck and neutral. Tuck and neutral. Maybe your legs are starting to shake a little bit like mine right now. If so, that is fantastic. If you get to the point though where your legs are shaking uncontrollably and you're like, am I even working anymore? Are my muscles even activating? At that point, your body's telling you need a break. Bring the heels down, pause for a moment. But if not, keep those heels up. Fight through that uncomfortable shake. We got 5, 4, then 1 more. In 3, in 2, now 1, bring your pelvis back to neutral, but hold onto that quarter, send your hips down, down, down. Now you keep pulsing. Let's test our balance. Bring one hand off the chair, oval shape. Other hand meets it if we can. Otherwise, that chair is there for you for a light touch to help you balance. Pulse, pulse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Just 4 long neck. I got 3 lower hips, high heels 2. 1 heels down, come out of it. Whew. All right, we're done with this ball. Let's go ahead and put that guy to the side, but we still got more thigh work. So you guys are gonna continue to face your chair just about a half an arm's distance away. I'm gonna face you though, so you can see what my feet are doing. All right, heels together, toes apart, feet are in a V shape. So both of your hands are lightly on your bar. We're gonna go ahead and bring the heels all the way up. Keep your left ball of the foot into the floor. Let's go ahead and point our right foot behind us. We'll go ahead and bend the left knee, lower the left heel, lift the left heel, lower and lift. Now this is a lot of weight in one foot, right? A lot of work for the calf, a lot of work for the even quad and the ankle. If it becomes too much, bring both balls of the feet back to the floor, no biggie. You can do double, heel down, heel lift. 5 more, 4 more, then we're adding on. In 3, in 2, in 1. All right, keep that left heel lifted. From here, I want your left knee to stay in the exact same space. Your chest to stay looking forward. Just your hips and your right leg's gonna move. Squeeze in towards your left. Then reopen up to the front, heel down, heel lift. Squeeze in, open, down, keep that chest forward. Squeeze in, open, down, up. Fight to bring your inner thighs together. Keep that lift of your waistline. Try to keep your chest facing forward. It tends to want to twist with the lower half of the body, right? We're gonna keep that chest facing forward though to get a bit more action in the obliques. We got 4 more. You got it for 4 more. We got it for 3 more. 3. 2 more. 2. Oop, I twisted that time. See, it happens to the best of us. 2 more. 1 more. And down. Ooh, take a breather. All right, from here, heels back down, lift those heels right back up. Now we're gonna shift our weight over to your right foot. So you're still facing your bar. So both hands are still touching your bar, all right? All right, we're gonna point our left foot behind us. Bend your left knee. We're gonna lower that left heel, lift your right heel. Lower your right heel, lift your right heel. Down and up, down and up, down and up. So aim to keep your hips low. So when you lift that heel high, ooh, the quad's gonna fire up. When you fight to bring your heel down to the floor, it is just that, a fight. That's gonna keep more heat in the calf. 5, 4, just 3, just 2. Now 1, hold that right heel high. Now keep your chest forward, keep your right knee exactly where it's at. We're gonna squeeze that left inner thigh inwards towards the right, hips twist towards your right, then open right back up, down and up. Squeeze in, open, down, chest forward, in, open, down, up. Pull that right hip back so you can add that twist in your hips. Squeeze in, open, down, up. 6, 5, 4 more. Woo. 3 more, keep those hips low, fight for it. Just 2. 1 more. Squeeze in, open. Now you're gonna keep that heel high. Reconnect your heels so now that they're touching. Both balls of the feet are on the floor, toes are apart. Just pulse, guys. Easy peasy. Your weight is on both feet now. We can handle this. All right, and because we're doing so well right now, we're going for that balance. Hover your hands off the bar. And hey, if we're feeling a little wobbly, that's okay, save it. Hands lightly on your chair. Lift up more from your waistline. Now I want you all to start to become more aware of your back body for your final 30 seconds. That's it, 30 seconds. Wake up that back body. Pull the abs in and start to hover the hands off the chair if you can. Reach those arms out. If you wiggle those hands, you should still be able to see your hands in your peripheral vision. 15 seconds, that's it. Now for these last 12 seconds, imagine you got feathers on your back body, trying to bristle them up, show them off in your back. 8, just 7, 6, Last 4, last 3, last 2, and 1. Heels down. Ooh, let's get a stretch now. Shake it out. Wiggle it out. Let go of that tension. And then again, face your chair. We're gonna reach around with your right hand, grab your right foot. Pull your heel to the bum. Either continue to hold onto the chair for stability, or reach around with both of your hands. Pull your heel back, send your foot up, and release. Other side. Reach around, grab your foot, and either continue to hold onto your chair for stability, or reach around, grab your foot with both hands, heel to the bum, guide that leg back a little bit more, and release. All right, diving into glutes and hamstrings right now. So for this one, we wanna get our mat a little bit out of the way. So I'm gonna go ahead and give it a little fold, and then grab your chair, and then this is where we're gonna grab a hold of our glider. All right, so I want your left leg to be your standing leg. Your right ball of your foot is gonna press down into your glider, okay? Now from here, before we even press into that glider, we'll bring our heels together, toes apart, feet in a V shape. Let's go ahead and bend our knees, then squeeze the base of your glutes. We're gonna tuck the tailbone under, pull the low abs in, so we're concaving the abdominal wall, then lightly touch your hands to the chair. Hinge your torso forward, hold that scoop of your pelvis. Now from here, press the ball of your right foot into your glider. We're gonna press down into the foot, into that glider, and keep the glider close to your left ankle. Then press that glider leg out as you squeeze that right glute. Then scoop the pelvis, re-square off your hips as you drag that glider in. Out and in. Out and in. So we're trying to maintain turnout the entire time. Open hips, but square hips. So when you extend the leg behind you, that right leg, notice how the right hip kind of wants to spiral open. Fight against that. It's okay if it happens a little, but when we close in, that's when you wrap the right hip forward. That's when you pull the left hip up and back to square and level off. 4, 3, 2, now 1. Let's hold that extension outwards. From here, we're gonna point through that right foot, lift the leg high enough to where we feel that big pull in that right glute. Ball the foot back to the glider, drag in, reach out, point lift, ball the foot down, drag in, extend all the way. In, and if you lose the glider, you lose the glider. Not the end of the world. We're not pressing a lot of weight down into that foot anyways, so it could easily glide along the floor if you happen to lose that glider. See, I lost it. Still go though. All right, 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. All right, this time we're gonna hold that reach out, point through the foot, just pulse the leg up. Now you are gonna find some heat in your standing quad. That quad is tired from working thighs earlier. It's gonna continue to work now, but I want you to work more in the right cheek and hamstring. So first, straighten that right leg. Scoop the pelvis, squeeze that quarter between both of your glutes, and then try to get that leg higher. If you start to feel pinching in the lower back, hinge your torso a little forward. Light touch with your hands on the chair. 8 seconds, and it's your final variation. You keep going. You got 7, 6, you're still facing your chair. You got 5, 4, 3, 2, now hold it. We're gonna bring that right toe to the floor. Knees and toes face forward, so now we are parallel. All right, we're gonna go ahead and lift that right leg, bend both knees. Your right knee goes on the outside of the left knee. Feel it in that left outer glute. Then from here, extend both legs, lift that right leg higher, tap your toe to the right diagonal. Up and over, bend both legs, weight into that left side. Up and over, pinching in that right glute as you lift the leg. Give yourself 8 more, that's it. 7 more, you keep going. We got 6, 5. Get those hips lower next time you bend. Lower. 3 more. Just 2. Woo. 1 more. and down. Let's stretch. Hold onto your chair, walk your feet back, drop your head in your chest. Breathe in deeply. And exhale, we're gonna bend one knee, press into the other heel, and release into that same glute of the leg that's straight. And then when you're ready, other side. Soften in your knees, roll up through your spine. Round two. All right, so take that chair, bring it to the other side, just so it's easier to follow along. And then grab your glider again. So from here, we're gonna take that glider, put it underneath the ball of your left foot to start. We're gonna bring the right foot on the edge of the mat, and then forget about the glider for a second. Heels together, toes apart, feet in a V shape. Bend your knees. Scoop the pelvis under. Hold the core in your glutes. Don't let it go. Hinge your torso forward. Light touch with your hands on your chair. Press down through the ball of that left foot into your glider. Extend the leg out. As you pull the leg back in, maintain more turn out. Squeeze your glutes tighter. Extend out, then bend in. Extend out, and bend in. Extend out, and then bend in. When you extend your leg behind you, what's probably gonna happen, you can see it's happening in me, my pelvis kind of rock and rolls a little bit. That's okay. When your leg comes back inwards though, on this bend, we have to make sure the hips re-square off and the tailbone sends down. As soon as you send your tailbone down deeper, we gotta squeeze our glutes a little tighter together. So this extension becomes more difficult by feeling that bigger pinch in your left glute. 4 more, 3 more, and 2, we're adding a lift. Now 1 more, hold that extension outwards. We're gonna point the foot, lift the leg, press down through the ball of the foot, bring that glider back in and out. Point, lift, pull in. See how my pelvis angles right back down with the tailbone. Now again, if you happen to lose your glider, I know it's behind you, it's hard to see it, forget about it. Let the glider go and just continue to move the leg. Skim the surface of the floor. I want to try to hold the position with every other part of our body. Keep that going. Your standing quad, I'm feeling it too. Your standing quad's gonna feel a lot of heat. It's holding our body weight here. Of course it's gonna work. It's tired from those previous exercises, but make sure you are lifting this left leg high enough to where you find that bigger pull in the glute and the hamstring. If you're just focusing on this standing leg and you forget that lift, you're gonna miss out on the work. 4, 3, 2, 1 more, hold that lift, little pulse. 1 more variation coming up, that's it. Little pulse, up, 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 up. Now, I'm gonna try to make this pulse even smaller. You try to make it smaller with me. Little pulse up, stay. And as I'm trying to keep my leg lifted, I try to keep my tailbone down, try to keep my waistline, abdominal wall lifted. That way, I'm not just sinking, I stay supported. You do too. We got 4, 3, you keep going, 2, 1. All right, you continue to face your bar. Just angle your knees and toes forward, so now we're parallel. All right, we're gonna bend both of our knees, bend your left knee on the outside of the right knee. We're gonna work into this right side. Then as we come up, extend the left leg behind you, lift it up like it's tracing a rainbow, then tap down, left toe back diagonal. Up and over, bend, sink down. Up and over, bend, sink down. You keep going, I'm just gonna give you that profile view. So I try to keep my tailbone down. Doesn't really happen, but the energy is there. That's just gonna protect my back body, making sure I don't compress into my lower spine. I'm using my muscles. 6 more. 5 more. Work that right side, then as you lift the left leg, getting into that left outer glute. 3 more. Last 2. Make these your best. Last 1. Up and over. And done. All right, walk out or hold onto your bar. Walk your feet backwards. Drop your head in the chest. Now you could keep your hands here. If you got a little bit more room, just stretch, bring your hands to the floor. You can even grab the backs of your legs. But pull your chest to your thighs if you can. Drop your head no matter what, no matter where your arms are. We'll go ahead and bend one knee, press into the opposite heel. Feel that stretch of the hamstring, release into the glute. And another side. Soften in your knees, release your arms. Then we'll slowly start to roll up through your spine. Head comes up last. As soon as you're up, we're gonna dive right into abdominal work. All right, guys, so we're gonna go ahead and lay down on our mat, and you need one of your gliders. So get your glider, bring it on the floor, and we're gonna place our right heel on top, all right? So flex both of your feet. Our feet will be about hip-width distance apart, and then bring your hips all the way to the edge of your mat. We're gonna roll down, and then take your hands behind your head. Think wide elbows, think long necks. Now tuck your tailbone under, squeeze the glutes, dig your heels into the floor, and curl your upper back body off the floor, and just pulse. And up, and up. So let the weight of the head just fall back into the hands, so there's no neck strain. What you're pulling up with is the upper abdominals. Exhale, up, up. Always exhale on that harder moment. Finding that deeper contraction in the abdominals. You're gonna work more. It'll be easier to hold up. Up and up. 4, 3, 2, let's hold that lift. All right, continue to dig your heels into the floor. We're gonna dig that right heel into your glider. Slide that heel out. Then drag the heel right back in. Roll down, curl up again with that right side. Out, in, down, and up. Out, in, down, and up. So when you move the leg and you move the upper body, we're moving the whole entire abdominal wall. Low abs, upper abs all together. We got out, in, down, up. Now press a little deeper into the floor, into that glider heel, like there's a wad of gum at the bottom of your heel, so gross, right? Drag it off, scrape it off. 4 more. You got 3 more chances to get that gum off your foot. 2 more. 1 more, there's still some on there. Ooh, thank God we got it off. Roll down, switch. All right, put that left heel on top of your glider. Both of our feet are still flexed, hip-width distance apart. Curl your upper back body off the ground. Just start with a pulse. Up, up, up. All right, chest is proud, open, long neck. And if you start to feel a lot of strain in your neck, let your head fall back to your hands a little bit. 4, 3, 2, hold that curl, dig that left heel into your glider. Out, in, down, up, out, in, down, up, out, in, down. Oh, you're so unlucky. You stepped in another wad of gum. Dig it off, scrape it off, especially on this pull in. Oh, these are new shoes as well. Ugh, really get them off. Out and in, down and up. 6 more. Shoes are looking shiny. 4 more. Just 3. Ooh, you can get that chest a little higher next time. Let's go for it. 2 more. Out. 1 more. All right, we're gonna hold it up. Stamp your feet flat to the floor. Reach your arms forward on either side of your thighs. Just reach up, up. So reaching your arms forward, it's gonna help your chest get a little higher. Think of your upper ribs pulling down to the front of your hips. Now, if you're still feeling a lot of tension in the neck, you need some assistance, keep your hands behind your head, that's okay. Just get out there, get that chest up. Now, up to you. How's your lower back feeling? Good, bad? If it's not feeling so great, I want you to keep your feet on the floor, because then you're gonna press more weight down into your feet, so then the back of your thighs and glutes can start to activate more. Then your back is gonna feel so good. Just your abs are gonna burn like crazy. If you wanna challenge yourself just a little bit more, let's see how it goes. Point to your feet, and then lift your legs to a 90-degree angle, tabletop position. How's that feeling in your low back? Good? Then stay there. All right, in 8 seconds, hands behind your head. 1 last variation for your abs. 5, 4, 3, 2, hold that lift, hands behind your head. Bicycles, here we are. knee to your elbow, switch, 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 switch. Now you keep going here. You're finding that lovely, gorgeous twist. Trying to find that twist in your thoracic spine, upper back body, finding that full range of motion as best as you can. Now, if you're choosing to keep your feet on the floor, alternate. Which knee you bring to your elbow? We still got it. All right, you keep going. I want you to kill it for 15 more seconds, that's it. We got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo, relax for a moment. All right, we're not done yet. We got one more exercise. Go ahead and roll over to your side. Press yourself up. Now, if your mat's a little folded like mine, go ahead and unfold it. And then we can say goodbye to our glider and grab a hold of your ball. Let's go ahead and lay down on our front body. We're gonna take this ball, put it behind you, but high between your upper inner thighs, all right? So above the knees. From here, we're gonna stack our forearms, stack your forehead where your hands overlap, then flex your feet and bend your legs. Heels together, toes apart. Squeeze your inner thighs on the ball. Squeeze the base of your glutes. Hold on to your quarter. Tuck your tailbone underneath, lift up from the low abs. Now as you hold onto that great big squeeze of the glutes, press the forearms down and then lift the heels. Up, 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 up. So you're gonna find a lot of work in the backs of your thighs and that booty. If you start to feel pinching in the lower back, press more down with the forearms, and then find a deeper exhale as the heels go up. Notice how my thighs are barely lifting. If you can go a little higher than me, get it. If you're barely lifting like I am, that's correct as well. Little pulse up, as long as you're feeling in the back of the thighs and glutes. We got 5 more. 4, 3, 2, hold that lift as best you can, point through your feet. Now extend your legs just a little bit more, squeeze your ball a little tighter, and then try to lift up, up. Oh boy, this is hard. Little lift, little lift. All right, now usually when the going gets tough, the first thing I do is lose my neck. I don't want you to do that. Slide those shoulders away from your ears. 8 more seconds. We got 2 more killer variations. Then we get to breathe and relax and melt into the floor, but not yet. We got 4, 3, 2, hold that lift. Extend your arms, your legs. Extend your legs straight behind you. Squeeze your ball a little tighter. Squeeze in and lift. In and lift. In and lift. So you're squeezing the ball, squeezing your glutes, keeping that length in your low back. Now option to keep your arms here, or if you want a little bit more of a challenge, reach your arms back behind you. Maybe we can lift the chest, lift those pinky fingers higher. In 4, it's your final. In 3, in 2, hold this lift. From here, we're gonna flip our palms to face the ceiling. Just pulse up, up, up. So you're either just lifting the legs or the arms and the legs if your arms are reaching behind you. 10 seconds, 9, 8, 7, 6. Push it for 5 more seconds all the way to 4. 3, 2, 1. And take it down. Whew. And just relax, guys. Big inhales. And exhale. Go ahead and look the other way. Now as you breathe in, feel your lower back body expand like it's filling up like your belly does. And exhale. Then press up to your palms. Press back to your knees. You can put that ball to the side. Child's pose. Sit back on your heels and roll up through your spine. Whew, and that's it. Awesome job, guys.